Ms. Haze, I have a question. I'd like to discuss revenue owed to states, under the Mineral Leasing Act. In March, the Department of Interior notified states that it would withhold over $109 million of this revenue during the remainder of fiscal year 2013. The Department said that this decision was in accordance with the Budget Control Act of 2011, also known as the sequester. In May, there were a bipartisan group of 10 senators and 12 representatives that joined in sending a letter to the Office of Management and Budget. Some of those senators are members of this committee and have been asking you questions earlier today. In that letter, we asked OMB to confirm that the Department would return mineral revenue withheld in fiscal year 2013 to the states, and do it in fiscal year 2014. We explained that a provision within Federal budget law required the Department to return withheld mineral revenue to the states when sequestration took place in the mid-1980s. Same situation. The same provision of the law applies to the sequester, which took effect on March 1st. So to date, OMB has not responded to our letter. It's a bipartisan letter, but members of both sides of the aisle on this committee. So can you confirm that the Department will return mineral revenue withheld in fiscal year 2013 to the states in fiscal year 2014 as demanded by law?
Senator Barrasso, I can confirm that we are working to have a final answer to that question. We are working closely with OMB, with our solicitors, and with their general counsel. There are a number of mineral leasing revenue sources, and what determines whether those funds are returned to the states or the counties in 2014 is the underlying statute. So we've had to go back and look at the underlying statute, pretty much consistent with what we did back in the 1980s, but to revalidate and make sure we're doing it correctly. And we wanted to have an answer to the whole, if you will, menu of Mineral Leasing Act and not a partial answer. So it's taken us longer than we had hoped, but I think we're very close to having an answer.
So when do you think you'll be able to confirm that the revenue will be returned?
I think in the next several weeks we'll be able to have an answer. We had hoped to have one for the Secretary when she went to the Western Governors Association, but we weren't able to do it by then. So soon.
Thank you, Ms. Haze. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.